Hi. I didn't see you there. If you don't mind me, I was just researching my favorite country, Japan. Being ranked as the third best economy in the world, it has some interesting attributes, and I will get into that. Now, I was definitely doing research and work and not looking for games to buy for Black Friday on Steam or for Nintendo or anything like that. Japan, the world's third largest economy, a country where bullet trains glide at 200 miles an hour, robots greet customers, and vending machines outnumber people. Or at least feel like they do. Well, Vincent, hold on. While I'm on that topic, wasn't Japan known for having vending machines that dispense panties or something like that? I don't know. Editing me, do a iceberg check, fact check me or something, I don't know. But beneath the neon glow and the calm efficiency, Japan's economy is at a crossroads. It really is. Not a crisis, at least not yet, but a moment where every decision counts. After 6 straight quarters of growth, Japan stumbled this year. A minor 1.8% contraction, a reminder that even the world's steadiest economies can slip. Still, Japan didn't fall far. Unemployment is only around 2.6%, which most countries would frame and hang on the fridge. For comparison, the US's unemployment rate is around 6%. It feels a lot bigger than that, but that's just me saying myself because I'm broke. Don't laugh. You know what I'm talking about. It's not the roar of an economic engine, but it's not the silence either. More like a hybrid car quietly whispering, I'm doing my best. Let's talk about probably one of the worst fissures in America, the inflation rate. Inflation is actually so much better in Japan than it is here. And by that, I mean there is way less inflation than there is here in America. Inflation, which was once Japan's elusive white whale, has unfortunately finally shown up though. And it brought friends, higher import costs, a weaker value of yen, and global trade tensions determined to make life complicated. Let's be honest, I don't like politics, but we're gonna have to bring it up. The US has raised tariffs. Supply chains stayed moody. Exports slowed to a polite halt because even Japan's slowdown happens with good manners. If I'm being honest, a lot of people in Japan are actually really disciplined, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to see the amount of discipline kids have over there versus kids over here in America. Obviously, that's why usually we're the butt of the joke. America is usually the butt of a joke in other countries because we actually have the highest school shooting rate. Can you blame other countries? Not really, unfortunately. But also, Japan's government and the banks of Japan's have responded to such inflations and tariffs. In response, Japan's government launched a 21 trillion yen stimulus package that's big enough to make any finance minister double check the math. Tax cuts, energy subsidies, a plan not to just stabilize the present, but to shape the future. And then there's the Bank of Japan, carefully, cautiously raising interest rates for the first time in decades. A small step, but a symbolic one. Japan is leaving its ultra-low comfort zone, unsure of the terrain ahead, but moving forward regardless. But Japan's biggest challenges aren't short-term. They're structural, deep, slow-moving. An aging population is a big one. A declining birth rate is another one. A shrinking workforce is another one. They all three go hand in hand. Why? They have an aging population in terms of the elderly and retired is around 40%. The workforce is around 38 to 40%. The elderly and retired are rivaling the actual able-bodied individuals who can work, which says a lot about an economy, especially when there are fewer people working. You would think it would open up more jobs, but with the lack of money, could inevitably kill off many jobs. So, where does Japan's economy stand today? At a balancing point between inflation and stability, between aging and innovation, between the world it's built and the world it's preparing for. The story of Japan's economy isn't one of collapse or triumph, it's one of resilience. And the next chapter is still being written. See ya. I can't make this shit up. I'm asking ChatGPT to help me write a script. I'm gonna structure it, but I'm like, okay, let me try to make it a little bit more Gen Z humor. So just for shits and giggles, I asked ChatGPT to make it a bit more Gen Z humorous. Twin. So let's just break it down on what's going on, why it matters, and whether Japan's economy is about to glow up or go full I'm just a baby mode. On my